What's going on, y'all? Waiting on my stream to register. Somebody would call me right now. Spectrum. And they better go on with this bullshit. I know I paid they asses. I know I paid y'all, so. Ooh, man. I know I paid y'all Spectrum. So I don't know what y'all calling me for, bro. But not today. Not today. Let me make sure I got both of my phones off. Cause I don't want y'all ringing. Well, I'm trying to do something. They killed Shanquella, man. Why y'all do that? Why y'all do that? Why they do it, man? Why they do it? We going up. We going live. What's going on with y'all though, man? It's hump day today. We done made it to the last day of the month. Cause this month went by quick as man. November went by quick as hell. I'm like, damn. That shit crazy. How fast it went. But I ain't mad at it. I ain't mad at it. You know, it was uneventful for the most part. It wasn't too bad. It's so crazy how good this cheesecake is. No, it's crazy that everybody, like the world's so small now. Something happened and everybody see it. You know what I mean? And I guess the biggest thing that's going on right now that everybody kind of looking at, as far as you know, that's outside of most of us, that's a personal matter, is the Shanquella Robinson situation. But I think it's bigger implications for that. Like I said, my theory is interesting, which I'm gonna save it till, after we get things started. But I'm pretty much sure from what I've been seeing, you could be like a detective now with the internet, man, because everybody be putting shit together and figuring out clues and all that. And definitely people been on this case. A lot of people just watch podcasts with true crime and all that. So this is definitely one of those cases right here. The Shanquella Robinson and the Cabo Six. Was it planned? The circumstances surrounding it, the autopsy, the body being left in Mexico. I got all the trappings and the makings of a real live murder mystery, right? You got multiple people involved. You got to cover up everything. And as of yesterday, I'm happy to say, that the main person they were looking for, which was a chick named, I want to say Dejanay. Let me get to saying her last name. I just remember that ghetto ass first name. But I don't remember her last name though. But she got caught though. They caught her, and they finna extradite her ass to Mexico. So that's what's up. But it's bigger implications to it though, man. And I'm a father. I got a daughter. So I see shit like that. I'll be like, man. And I can see my daughter being successful and running businesses. And you just want to have fun. Party with the wrong people though, or you think everybody happy for you, and it could cost you your life, man. It's a sad story. I got an update that's gonna piss y'all off. And besides that, we gonna talk about Elon Musk and Twitter. He into it with Apple. I'm convinced that Elon Musk is an agent, dude. Because first of all, he ain't American. Y'all know he not American, right? He been working with other countries. He stay working with other countries, working with Chinese billionaires, working with Russian oligarchs, trying to do things, I feel like, to skew our political system. I feel like dude is an agent. But we gonna talk about that too. But first, we gonna talk about rewarding bad behavior, right? Cause I'm mad. Hold on, let me see. Make sure I'm 2 minutes in before I start cussing. Make sure. Oh yeah, all right. So yeah, cause I'm mad at these hoes. Cause they killed Shanquella. I'm mad about it, right? So I had to put on my slap a hoe jogging suit. You know what I'm saying? Like, hold on. What? What? I had to put on that jogging suit, right? But nah, we're gonna talk about awarding bad behavior and just the delusional way. I had a good discussion with Kim about the whole apply pressure thing and all that, and the reciprocation and so on and so forth. The you treat me like a queen and then I treat you like a king, when it's really like, treat me like a king, you treat me like a queen, I treat you like a servant, so you could keep treating me like a queen. But we're gonna talk about that though, and just more, nuances of dating. It's funny, right? Because I would talk about a topic, and the topic will be slightly political or something I feel is informative, right? And I look at my analytics, and it's like the numbers be decent, you know what I'm saying? But when I talk about some bullshit, and when I talk about a little funky little hoe or something like that, man, I'm talking about the numbers be way up. Like it. So, we might have to consider that over at MacWorld. You know what I'm saying? We might have to consider that. And I was talking to a friend of mine the other day, and she came up with a couple stupid nicknames for me. You know what I'm saying? She know who the hell she is. But Nita, what's going on? Nita in the building. That's my homie right there. What's going on, Nit Nit? Uh, but so I was talking to one of my friends the other day, and I was like, I got a story, an interesting story. And she was like, you know what? You got all the stories. And I was like, you know what's funny about you saying that? That's the same thing my mama said. Originally, she was like, Sean, you have all these crazy. She was like, I got all these crazy girls, but don't. That's blasphemy, though. But she was like, Sean, you have all these crazy girls. Why don't you start a podcast and talk about it? Because I tell my mama and my sister about different stuff, but it ain't. Y'all ever seen Seinfeld? That's me. Like, I'm the normal one in the middle, and it's the crazy people all around me, and I'm just accepting of the shit that people are just who they are. So for me, it's just like it make you look like one of the crazy ones too when you just understand people. My mama could get on here and tell y'all some stories from her point of view better than I can, because she always be talking about this one girl that had talking about her wig she had on when she came over there, and the story is just funny. But yeah, so no, we gonna get into it, man. We gonna discuss some stuff, and you know how we do. First and foremost, we got to get this music cracking, and I gotta finish going in on this cheesecake. So, you know, we gonna get this thing smoking. And yeah, that's what it is. MacWorld, let's go.
Marley Hall traveled to Milwaukee, a city known as Pimp School, and talked to people who are trying to break that cycle.
Police in Milwaukee have more than 200 pimps on their radar, but few resources.
Milwaukee pimps describe pimp roundtables where they get together and share best practices and advice and tips on how to evade law enforcement. So it's very, very sophisticated.
And how did Milwaukee end up becoming kind of this hotbed?
Every girl can generate about $500,000 a year for any given pimp, and most pimps have 4 to 6 women or girls in their so-called stable.
Who are you? 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 Who are you?
MacWorld. What's going on, y'all? Get to it. All right. First of all, what up, Kanisha? I see you. I see you. All right. So first and foremost, man, let's cut to the chase, right? So I'm looking, I'm scrolling. You know, I'm falling down the YouTube rabbit hole, as one does. You know, when you call yourself trying to YouTube and all that. And I'm looking at some of the different channels that I go to. I'll look at a couple of new ones sometimes. And I ran across a new one. And the first thing that caught me was you know, the topic of the video. So I wanted to see exactly what the girl was talking about. I'll show y'all what I'm talking about. So the topic of this video, it says, delusional woman lets bad guys clap fast and good guys wait, and others, right? So I was like, this should be interesting. I wonder what exactly is her reasoning behind it. Cause I hear different. Hey, my mama's watching. Let me straighten up my language. Let me sit up straight too. Look like I've been eating my vegetables. Hi, mom. Nah, but ma, you might wanna cover your ears for this one, mama, cause they killed Shanquella, mama. So I'm going hard on them today. I done put on my slapper hoe jogging suit and all that. You know what I'm saying? I got my black pinky ring and all that, mama. You know what I'm saying? So might want to cover your ears, mama. But nah, I want to see her reasoning behind this, right? So I said this ought to be interesting. Let's check it out. And shout out to the channel Shy Reacts. It's a smaller channel, so show him some love. Subscribe to the channel. You know, he got more subscribers than me, shit, but it say, Sean, watch your mouth and your mom's voice. Ha, 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 ha. I'm trying, Kanisha. I'm trying, Jesus. I'm gonna get it together, but you know, they say that people that tell the truth a lot use bad language, so maybe that's just what it is. Maybe that's what it is. But let's check this out, though. Let's go, y'all.
Brian.
I'm sorry.
Canceled. Like, I kind of mentally have a box, like, guys that I would want to hook up with or guys that would make it past that point. And if it's a guy...
Wait, real quick question on that. So you have two boxes, right? You have just hookup box and relationship box. Mm-hmm. Do you make the relationship box guys, you make them wait?
Yeah. They're
and
the
then
ones
the hookup guys right away.
And that's the crazy part is like those guys usually, like, if they're in the hookup box, it's because I don't see them in a way, like they're not good enough to be relationship wise. So like maybe I'll let them
hit it.
Yeah. But it's like the same for me. Like, I am also a fuck boy.
But
cheat more.
Listen, I'm gonna pause it right there. Listen, I don't get this. This is.
Hold on, before you say anything. Hold on, let me go back. I'm gonna run it back one more time because that was a short clip. So I'm gonna let y'all digest this one more time because she over here, you know. Let's go. And y'all, and this for y'all that think a city girl gotta be black. Cause city girls come in all different colors, shapes, and sizes. You know what I'm saying? Some of y'all grandmamas is still city girls. She like, yeah, I done threw it back on Herschel the other day, yeah. Herschel keep on coming back and it ain't for my insulin. But nah, some of y'all grandmamas is some city girls. But let's watch this clip one more time though. Let's go.
Them.
Do you make the relationship box guys, you make them wait?
Yeah. They're
and
the
then
ones
the hookup guys right away.
And that's the crazy part is like those guys usually, like, if they're in the hookup box, it's because I don't see them in a way, like they're not good enough to be relationship wise. So like maybe I'll let them
hit it.
Yeah. But it's like the same for me. Like,
well, true story, you know. Everybody like a true story, right? So, talking to this girl, and she basically had an ideology kind of like this. It was backwards, right? So, I met her at work. I won't say what job it was. And we meet, we talking, you know, we get together. Everything go pretty good. We hit it off. You know, she come back to my house, probably like, let's give her a day. So like the next day, we won't say the same day. We give her like the next day. So she come back to my house or whatever, you know, and now mind you, I'm not expecting none of this. Like, I'm just, you never know what your experience is gonna be like, and not, you don't gotta expect shit, cause you know, that way you don't have to set yourself up for disappointment. You just let the situation play out as it, you know, be as it may or whatever. So, and I knew her for a long time. We just never, you know, you see somebody in passing at work all the time, right? So she come back to the house. Everything was cool. Conversation was cool. All that, right? Yeah. So, you know, one thing lead to another. You know, we make sweet love. You know what I mean? Cause I'm a lover, not a fighter, you know? And nah, I fight your ass too, but you know. But nah, so you know, we end up, you know, doing whatever like that. And now immediately after that, prior to that, we was talking and everything was all good. Like I said, I've known her for a while. But after the hookup, you know what I'm saying? It was like she kind of, her demeanor changed towards me. She kind of fell back. And it wasn't, the reasoning is so stupid, y'all. Do y'all know, and it's, I'm going to say this, and it's going to be some girls out here that's going to feel this, right? And so, you know how you have an idea about somebody. Like, so she had an idea about me, you know, like charming, disarming, you know, a dapper young booty clapper, you know what I mean? And, so she had this idea about who I was, and, you know, she let me, you know, clap the cheeks and all that. But then after she seen it was more nuanced to me, and it was more to me, I was smarter than she thought I was more responsible than she thought I was. It was a lot more traits there, you know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? African booty snatcher, you know what I'm saying? We went from scratchers to snatchers, okay? But so she found out it was more to me or whatever, and that made her fall back, believe it or not. So what she's saying right here, and why dude is tripping my guy looking bewildered and shit, by the way. He looking bewildered or what? But what she talking about though ain't far-fetched, believe it or not. It's just we as men, you know, we think like this. We think, okay, I want to go from point A to point B. I'm trying to figure out the quickest way to get there. As a woman, they think like, I'm going the way I'm familiar with. So the last time I've been there, I passed a poodle on 5th Street, a nigga farting on Sherman, and then I went, you know what I'm saying, past the candy shop, and I remember I was there. They gonna go back that way, you know what I'm saying, past the poodle, the fart, and the nigga on Sherman, whatever the fuck I just said. Just the way they familiar with what's known as the scenic route, right? Because it's just they feel more familiar with that way. So we don't understand that shit, but what she talking about ain't far off, because I'm talking about, we hit it off. We talked about all type of stuff. We talked about our kids. We talked about religion, all that shit, right? Everything was all good. And, you know, it was like, okay, yeah, man. But then after that, it's like, I don't know, the far back in everything. And you could be like, hey, what up? Kia in the building, day-to-day K. Moderators on deck. Tools out. Plap, 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 plap. But yeah, so she fell back, and so you know, like the healthy thing be like that closure and shit, right? But I mean, sometimes with me, I be like, sometimes you gotta win to lose, and sometimes you gotta lose to win. So I'm like, you know, I'ma just accept it and, you know, keep going on about, you know, whatever I'm doing or whatnot. She don't want my love, I guess I gotta move on. No, it wasn't nothing like that. It was just the fact that I felt the seeds of manipulation there. My senses was going off, how quick she was to switch up. So, long story short, we end up talking a little bit down the line. And she tell me this whole thing about how, like, you know, she likes some shit, like some journey ass shit, man. Like, you know how girls be like, they on this journey. It's like, oh, I'm on this personal healing journey, and I don't want to get in too quick with anybody, and my heart is still healing and all that. Like, and so that's the thing, man. Like, they do what we do. They do what men do, but they do it under different pretenses. They go out and they just be wanting sex too. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it ain't like I don't want it to sound like, just so y'all know, disclaimer, it ain't like I just learned that from dealing with the girl. Like, I've been through that shit. Like I said, my most toxic trait is also the one that seemed to get me the furthest, which is I accept girls for what they is. I don't try to get them to be no more than what they is or what they want to be. You know what I'm saying? Bitch want to go outside. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to make sure, I'm going to be like, just don't slam the screen though. You know what I'm saying? On the way out, you know? But yeah, that's how I go though. And it's just one of them things where they do what we do, but they do it under different pretenses. So she wanted a hookup, and when she felt like it was more to it than that, then she fell back. But also, like I said, flash forward, when she seen that I wasn't really trying to get with her like that, she, you know, stepped back 2 feet, you know, like a pitcher, winded up, you know, reached down to her hoo-ha, and threw the Uchi at me, you know what I'm saying? Threw it at me, fastball, overhand. She didn't even do it underhand, you know what I'm saying? And so it's just one of them things like that. And so it go a little beyond what she say. And she not gonna admit it, the girl on the thing, right? She not gonna admit it. But it go a little beyond what she say. Because it's one of those things to where the situation could be that way, but you will also make the situation that way. You know what I mean? You will go as far as to make the situation play out that way or whatever, to where you act in a certain way towards these type of dudes and you act in a different way towards these type of dudes. Kay said she wanted to hook up but didn't want to be categorized as a hookah. That's what I'm talking about. Just like that. That's exactly. And so, you know what, Kay? That's what I was getting. Them the vibes I was getting to, like. And so, and I actually told myself that in my head, like, let me try a different approach, because I know I didn't do shit wrong, so I ain't finna let a motherfucker, like, gaslight me like I did some shit wrong. So let me just try and be like, yeah, all right, whatever, and see how she act. And sure enough, that's what it was. So it's not the fact that, well, I have 2 categories, and guys that are good, I make them wait. It's the fact that a dude you think you can't just shit on might intimidate you, because that means commitment. That means responsibility. That means accountability. You know what I mean? If it's a dude you feel like he ain't really shit, or you could tell yourself he ain't shit, then you could tell yourself you don't have to be accountable to him. You know what I mean? And you could kind of play it how you want to play it with him. And a lot of times when, you know, y'all girls that's cheating, y'all already got a husband to be accountable to. Like, I got this one girl, she always tell me, she married, you know what I'm saying? She always talk to me, she always trying to talk to me, but she always trying to tell me how I'm a hoe. Like, that's her main thing. She like, you a hoe, you a hoe, you a hoe. She needs me to be a hoe, you know what I'm saying? To justify what she knows she's gonna do, you know what I'm saying? And it's what it is. I get it, I understand it, and I accept that, you know what I'm saying, that she need to disillusion herself before she, you know, commit to doing what she really want to do. I don't care. Shit, tell me I'm a hoe. Yep. Okay, who I'm hoeing for. Like, and it's stupid because as far as a dude being a hoe and a girl being a hoe, man, I hit her. Like, I hit this girl. Oh, okay, you a hoe or whatever, right? Or how come girls can't do it? All right, cool, I ain't a hoe. Or it ain't nothing, right? And I'm a hoe, and why can't you do it and it be acceptable? Okay, go out and do it. Yeah, girl, I let him run up in me, and him run up in me. I did all of that, girl. Like, what that sound like? That shit don't sound right. You know what I'm saying? So are all the dudes who ran up in you, are they all players and shit? Like, it don't make no sense. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no all that body count and all this and that. Like, You know what I'm saying? Even if it don't matter how many girls I get or how many girls like me or nothing like that, it ain't gonna never determine, you know what I'm saying, nothing. But that's how they think. Either way it go, let's keep cooking. Let's go.
Like, I am also a fuck boy.
But cheat more. Males or
Listen,
females?
I'm gonna pause it right there. Listen, I don't get this. This is one of the reasons why damn 36% of the damn population is responsible for 99% of the goddamn kids. That mentality right there. You're gonna make the guy who's doing everything right wait, but the one who's not doing anything right, he gets to sleep with you in the same night or same week or same day, whatever time of the month is, he gets to sleep with you immediately. So when you reward these guys,
because, and the reason why is she already planning on not taking accountability. You know, the only reason I gave him my body is because he's not good enough for a longer term commitment. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit dumb, man. Like, if you look, you want to get you some, you know, some girls or whatever, just give up on logic and go with the flow. You know what I'm saying? Like, just do that, man. You know what I'm saying? Because they gon' if you try and tell them something, it's like, you can't handle me or something, or they'll come up with some shit like that. It ain't nothing to handle though. Like, bad behavior will not be awarded with premium quality penis. You are not going to get none. No. What that chick say on Get Out? No. As the tears start running down her eye and shit. Like, no, man, you was not getting rewarded unless I feel comfortable, unless I feel like I'm not feeling the respect here. You know what I'm saying? I think you need to go that way. You know what I'm saying? Get some of that in you, man, and you too can have a Adidas jogging suit and some Versace shades, you know? Nah, I'm just talking shit to y'all, man. But my guy right here, Bewildered, though, man. I feel sorry for him. Let's go.
a good time, and you punish the good guys. You don't think that shit makes sense? And this is why Chad will always win. Chads are winning. City boys up. City boys up. You know, city boys up. This shit is crazy. That is so backwards.
Cheat more, males or females?
Oh, here we go right here. That's what I'm talking about. Something solid. This is the thing. A lot of women, right? They don't get caught cheating. They feel they don't get caught cheating because
Hey, dude was saying some real shit right here too. Y'all got to listen to this. I'm gonna go back. He said the question was who cheat more, males or females? This is a side note right here on this, you know, this little clip right here. But I felt it was interesting. So yeah, I'm gonna show y'all this. Check this out.
a lot of women, right? They don't get caught cheating. They feel they don't get caught cheating because they're more smart. They're smarter than men. The reason that women don't get caught cheating because the dudes that they dealing with know how to stay in their lane. Just an example, real quick. A guy coming to a woman at a grocery store, he say, yo, you look good. Can I get your number?
Facts.
Just say, yo, she's honest. I got a dude. Call me on Tuesdays and Wednesdays at 2 o'clock, right? And the dude will be like, yo, no problem. And he'll play by the rules.
It's that fucking simple.
Flip it around. She say, yo, I'm feeling you. Can I call you? He says, yeah, but I got a girl. They kick it. They hang out. She starts emotionally getting attached to the guy. And then she starts calling him on off days because she don't know how to stay in her lane. And that's all facts right there. There's no debatable.
I think you guys need to understand.
All facts. That's all factuals. All actual factuals right there, man. It ain't no women is smarter. It's just that, like I said, they know how to pick the dudes right that's not gonna expose them and shit. You know, some of y'all be picking wrong though, and y'all be picking dudes. They end up getting actually developing emotions for y'all or like just whatever. But y'all know how to pick them right and pick a dude that's really just gonna be like, you know, I got better things to do, you know, then go through what you putting that man over there through. Like the reason you like this man is because I ain't thinking that man over there. If you want to be with that man, you would be over there. You know, but that's how I go though, man. And I mean, it just is what it is. Watch your people and make sure you know who you're dealing with. And that brings me to my next topic, which is Shanquilla Robinson and her friends that she thought she knew. Now, if y'all didn't know, they arrested one of her friends. Well, I can't even call them hoes her friends. What I'm talking about. Let me see what Kay got to say. She say, anyone who get caught is supposed to. We are creatures of habit. And when the habit changes, it's for a reason. That sounds like a little bit of girl splaining right there. I would keep it 100. I love you, Kia. But you know, I'm talking about some mansplaining. It sounds like a little bit of girl splaining. There might be some truth to it. Oh shit, she say, I know. She say, no, I've gotten caught. Hey, keeping it 100. But no, I see that though. Cause your habit switching up too much, that is a sign. Like, I always say that. Y'all done heard me say that. That we ain't nothing but creatures of habit. So your habit gets you switching up too much, you too far gone. What Soldier Slim say about that outside? Them hoes like fall in love fall in love with the outside that outside them hoes you know what I'm saying? How they you got some more of that from like last time, you know? But no, it is what it is, man. And just make sure that you're getting into a situation for the right reasons. I don't feel like you'll have to worry about a lot of those type of things. Some people underestimate they wants and needs, and they get in a situation and they be thinking, this is all I'm ever gonna need, and if it's not, I'm gonna grow into it. But it don't work like that. They start growing apart instead of just growing into settling with each other and shit, and you know, shit like that. But you know, know thyself, grasshopper, and know thy friends, for you end up dealing with one of these types like this, like Winter Donovan. Y'all want to know who that is? Y'all know who that is already? Let's talk about it.
Welcome, jury family. More Shanquilla Robinson updates. And as we continue to learn about this case, the more upsetting it is. We now have Winter Donovan has released a statement, and I put that in air quotes because it was.
Look at the quote right there. That's somebody posting the thing up there or whatever about something that happened with the girl in school. Talking about she pushed him down the stairs or something like that and got away with that shit. I remember when Winter Donovan pushed me down the stairs in Dudley High School. I remember when she pulled my wig off my head in biology. For one, that bitch is evil, but she was light-skinned and pretty, so I was made to be the bad guy when my father brought it to the principal. She been getting away with doing shit. She one of them little bitty girls. Oh, I know this little girl that looked like her. A little bitty, I'm talking about she looked just like her. We call her Little Bit. Look just like that little bitty Puerto Rican girl. She'll stab some shit up too. She was definitely evil as a motherfucker. Let's go.
Was heartless. It lacked any remorse, any empathy, any sympathy, any compassion, any compunction. It was very smug, very condescending.
Oh, and just so y'all know, she talking about the statement that the girl gave about the situation. Let me see. I'm gonna jump forward a little bit. All right. So they say all three of the girls fought her. Okay, so this is the perfect time, and this is the perfect graphic right here for me to explain my theory behind this situation. So as I'm learning more about this and I'm looking at all these different channels, and not just people talking about it, but like lawyers and attorneys are following this too. Some in America, some in Mexico. Like, this shit is a modern day murder mystery. Damn, she looked just like the girl I know. That's just scary, man. Evil people just got an evil ass look on their face. On what? But no, so from learning what I know, Cabo is real corrupt. They knew she had that money on her. At one point, they all got money, like some PPP loan type shit. She actually did some business shit with hers. Her best friend or whatever, the one that was recording her getting beat up, actually owes some money right now for some PPP loan shit. Like, I guess it was called Khalil Cook LLC. Some bootleg ass shit people was doing to get that PPP money, right? So they knew she had money on her. They knew she was having a little bit of money, right? They go out there and get to Mexico. They rent all the stuff, she paying for it. Or we'll say the majority of it. And from what her cousin said, it was a video. Oh, and I damn near should have let y'all see that one too. She got a cousin, the first cousin, that explained what happened. She said Shanquilla went out there, paid for all that shit, and everything was, straight or whatever. And she said already right away, the motherfuckers was getting on her nerves, and she was ready to go. She was ready to go home. You got to think about it like this. You got this girl, y'all go out here. She really got the money. Y'all broke. Freeloading off of her, and she fed up with y'all. Y'all think y'all finna have fun and take pictures and do all that, and y'all think she just a pushover with the money that y'all finna try to convince to just spend up all her money to be cool with y'all. No, she went to the master bedroom. They say she went to the master bedroom because she paid for all the shit, and she took a fucking nap. And that's why when she came in there, she ain't had no clothes on, and the girl came in there on some like trying to drag her out of bed and fight her type shit. You know what I'm saying? Which she gonna admit to it at the end, this girl right here. But it's crazy though, because what I think is this. Like I was saying, we see this all the time on shows, Basketball Wives and, Love and Hip Hop and all that, where they go to this fancy setting and they go out there and, they drink and they fight. The story they trying to sell is like a storyline off of Basketball Wives or something that would be like something we all used to seeing. Oh, we all went out and we was drinking and they got into a fight and she just so happened to die. But they went out there because, and I learned this over the internet, you can bribe the police out there. They get paid about the equivalent of $1,000 a year. So you going out there and giving them $1,000, that's a year's salary. And they don't care about no black people. You know what I'm saying? So they was quick to take that money and cover up the crime. They knew that. They said the friends, after the shit happened, after they killed her, then they took her money. And they went out and had fun with her money and shit. They went out and kicked it. You know? They dressed her up to make her look like she was just drunk or something like that and propped her up. But it make me believe now this whole thing was premeditated. They went out there to Cabo for a reason. They knew the laws in Mexico and all that. Like as far as like, you know, extradition and everything. They just wanted to get her out there. They recorded it because at the least they was gonna probably try to blackmail her with that shit. She ain't had no clothes on. Dude was in the room. The girl came in there and woke her up out of her sleep. So everybody was already in on it. And she walked into the room on another video and they was talking and they stopped talking when she walked in. Like they know each other. She don't know them like that. So they took her out there and killed her, man. Like they really took this girl out here and killed her for real, for real. And that shit is sad. I know she took this picture right here. And it's a nice picture. I like that picture. The one they always show. I wonder when people take these pictures sometimes, do they ever think like this picture gonna be like iconic and shit? Like this gonna be the last one. You know what I'm saying? And it's what make it iconic with these pictures like this is you seeing how young this person is having got killed or dying at such a young age. You know what I mean? And the shit just sad. You know, she was bad too. Shanquella wasn't. She was nice and shit, man. But nah, the girl got her. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go forward to the end to where to the girl's actual statement where she talk about what happened. And you know, she was real smug with it. Like she was kind of was acting like she ain't give a shit, you know? Kind of like and then it's kind of like I feel like she tried to cover her ass too. Like she wanted to try to give her side, but also cover her ass.
Arrogant, low IQ. The first 48 show the reason pride and that role in the fatality that happened.
Let me see.
M-word so much. I know we've been following these cases, but everyone, please, I will continue to cover this story as updates come out and continue to watch closely what is going on with Mexico's officials and how they're responding to loose. Love you, jury family. Please hit that like, subscribe, and join button. Catch you next time. See you guys on Live with the Jury next week because
let me see. Oh, she ain't played it. That ain't where the statement is.
Please take a moment, gentlemen of the jury. And she show.
I'll go back to the statement.
I was not the video. I was fighting, but you did.
Okay, it's going.
She
finna talk about it.
I was not.
Okay, here got a statement right here.
You all like.
So listen.
So
this is the girl Winter Donovan herself.
Unfortunately, she did that happen.
And listen to her. Listen to the way she's talking though. I hate when people talk like this.
Because
like motherfuckers talking down to you like you dumb and shit. Bitch, y'all killed this girl.
What you think about Winter's tone?
Listen.
Yes, she did have a fight that y'all see, and that's going viral. They were.
Then she gonna say, yes, she did have a fight that's going viral. It wasn't no fight. That wasn't even no fight. That was one girl kicking her and punching her in the damn head. That wasn't even no fight. She talking about it's going viral. Like, nah, you going to jail.
We're fighting because Quilla did some crazy shit while she was drunk.
The lies.
Then she said she did that the girl that they killed did something crazy while she was drunk. But the autopsy showed there wasn't even no alcohol in her system. This whole lying. Let's go.
So she basically told her to, let's fight. I don't want to drag you out of the bed. Quilla didn't want to. And that's how that happened.
When somebody talking to you in this tone, like you're a kid and they just have to explain it, they need to take their ass to jail because y'all killed their ass. And then you talking about it was a fight. She said she ain't want to drag her out the bed and all that. Then why didn't she just not drag her out the bed? that ain't a fight if somebody dragging you out of your sleep. How is that a fight? You know, like basically y'all jumped her. If every one of y'all fought her, from what it say on the screen, girl who fought her the second time, girl who was jumping her in the girl, Winter Donovan, girl who fought her the second time, body slammed her, and that's what killed her. Dejanay Jackson, girl who fought her on the video, claims Quilla fake jumped at her. Alyssa Hart, girl who leaked the video, fought her second. Her reason for leaking the video was because she claimed she was scared. So all y'all took turns fighting one girl. Y'all ain't fight each other. Y'all took turns fighting one girl. That's not a fight. So this hoe basically trying to cover her tracks and try to say just basically that it wasn't her in the video.
Unfortunately, she did die because of trying to cover it up with a broken spine and whatever else they're saying.
That's how you know the whole lying right there. She trying to say that she died of alcohol poisoning, but she's covering it up with a broken spine. Like, that's stupid. Like, oh man, I'm drunk. Quick, let me break my spine in a couple places to cover up the fact that I'm dying of alcohol poisoning. That don't even make sense. You can't fake break your spine and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, but this right here is incriminating though, because she basically admitting that it was a fight. You know what I'm saying? She admitting the motive. She basically trying to lay everything out. But you know what make you do that? When you nervous. But I just don't like her smug attitude though either. That's why this hoe need to get buried under the jail. Let's go.
You all like y'all. I was not fighting in the video, so.
And I just need to stop right there, because that I was not fighting in the video. And as an attorney, my ear heard I was fighting, but you didn't catch me. She was very specific about saying I wasn't fighting in the video. Notice in the statement, she never says I was not fighting. It was I was not fighting in the video that everyone is upset about. She never said I did not fight. And she thinks she's slick. It's arrogant, low IQ, criminal, prison-bound people that like this that makes the first 48 show a hit. Winter is going down, and her arrogance is going to be the reason. Pride before the fall. Winter.
That's the worst. One of the first things my pops taught me, man. Pride before the fall. Shit, you know. Watch how you treat people. Watch the shit you do. Watch the shit you say to people. And you know, you will definitely go a longer way. And that bring me to my next story. Shit. Ooh, I got the coldest segue. But no, for real, that's what this next story is literally about. Pride before the fall. Because, you know, we living in the age of these prideful billionaires and shit like that. And a lot of these people just, you know, they getting billions of money off of our consumer dollars. It ain't like they doing a whole lot of shit. They just manipulating laws that favor them in, you know, consumer matters or whatever. So they making a whole shit ton of money. Jeff Bezos, you know, he basically let Amazon took over the post office basically and shit. You know what I'm saying? Elon Musk got government contracts. These people not getting rich because they just geniuses. They say Elon Musk was born on third. You know what I mean? Trying to act like he's some type of innovator and all that. And that's why he in the position he in right now. And he might, and believe it or not, he might end up losing a majority of that money unless he sacrificed Twitter, which was an already functioning company employing people that he took over and basically fired everybody and tanked it. You know, a public company like that right there should be investigated. But let's look at it, though. Let's go.
Very concerning. And then when you also hear reports that Apple is threatening to remove Twitter from the App Store because Elon Musk is actually opening it up for free speech and is restoring a lot of accounts that were unfairly and illegitimately suspended for putting out accurate information about COVID. That's like one of the main...
Twitter's problems did not disappear over the Thanksgiving holiday weekend. In fact, they seem to have gotten worse. Apple has reportedly threatened to ice out the social media platform. Let's talk about what that means and why Elon Musk is freaking out. Welcome into TYT's Overruled. I'm your host, Adrienne Lawrence. In a tirade of tweets, Elon Musk delivered some damning news on Monday morning that clearly adversely impacts the social media platform he just bought. Apple has mostly stopped advertising on Twitter. Do they hate free speech in America? The billionaire added, Apple has also threatened to withhold Twitter from its App Store, but won't tell us why. This may seem like a small issue, but I assure you it is not.
Why would you say some shit like that in this your company? Why wouldn't you keep something like that, private? So your shareholders don't think like, oh, the company is going down. Like, this motherfucker is stupid, man.
Now, before Twitter was sold to Musk for $44 million, the tech giant was Twitter's main cash cow, and it should have been Musk's best friend. But hey, in the first quarter alone, Apple spent, $48 million in ads on the platform. But now that Musk is in the driver's seat, Apple has pumped the brakes, effectively killing Musk's campaign to increase advertising revenue so that the platform can stay afloat. So what is Apple doing? Well, Apple has a history of revoking App Store privileges of companies that host violence, maybe provide problematic content, or break their own security policies.
Twitter don't even got no moderation. And just the other day, Elon Musk tweeted out something. He tweeted out a fake CNN headline, and Twitter had to fact check him. How are you the CEO of a company getting fact checked on your own platform? That should let you know. That should let everybody that's an advertiser know that fucking with your platform is a conflict of interest. Cause you yourself will hop on your own shit lying. And they got the advertisement right next to your false facts. Like, that's freedom of speech right there. A motherfucker being able to say, you know what? I ain't finna dance for dollars, or I'm not finna support this motherfucker when they lying. I'm taking my money and going this way. You know what I'm saying? But he like Kanye when it come to freedom. When they mean freedom, they basically mean, man, somebody is taking money from me. I need people to help me get my money back. You know what I'm saying?
Come on, man, knock that shit out, man.
In 2020, for instance, Apple went ahead and deleted Fortnite, although it was bringing in millions, if not billions, on the App Store. And Fortnite also had more monthly players than Twitter even has accounts. Yet Apple didn't think twice. So what happens when you don't get your app on the App Store? Well, the Washington Post aptly explained. If the company were to block Twitter from its App Store, new users would be unable to download the Twitter app on their iPhone and iPads, and existing users would be unable to access updates. The alleged threat adds to the advertiser pressure, staff departures, and regulatory scrutiny confronting Musk as he seeks to overhaul years of Twitter policies and account suspensions in his quest to push a free speech agenda. Of course, Apple could just make it harder to locate Twitter on the App Store, maybe derank it, remove it from accessible options in places where Twitter is definitely seeming to fail to meet standards, such as in Europe. Well, Apple would have tremendous power here. Yeah.
If they take Twitter out of the Apple Store, nobody can download Twitter. And if you got Twitter already, you can't download updates or anything like that. So eventually the shit is going to start to get bogged down, and the back end of it is going to get old, and it's not going to be able to really, probably might not run if your phone update to a new operating system. Plus, if you Apple, why wouldn't you release an update that ain't compatible with Twitter to make sure that they shit go out the way? But pride come before the fall. Elon Musk, he's so proud. He think, he can just manipulate everything with his money like most billionaires think. You try to tell them something, you could be way smarter than them, but they gonna say, well, I got more money than you, so I ain't gonna listen to you. So let these motherfuckers fall off, lose all their money, then start to listen with a nice open broke ear. You know what I'm saying? But on that note, that's all I got for y'all today, man. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. checking me out again, man. Shout out to everybody that came in and checked out the show. Mama, I'm sorry for cussing, but you know, I had to get some stuff off my chest. Kay, appreciate you coming through with the moderation. You know what I'm saying? Tool gang on deck. You know, Cuzzo, Nita, Kanisha. You know, all my peoples, all my content creators, Mac Buddy Gaming. You know what I'm saying? Everything boxing and sports, Money Brown, Real Marlowe, Pool Counter Boxing. I'm a moderator over there. Yeah, it's all good, man. Everybody, I hope y'all enjoying y'all week. I hope everybody keeping their stress levels low, drinking water and shit, and just taking it easy, man. And you know how I go. We gonna do this again tomorrow, 1 o'clock, YouTube Live. So, later.